Hey guys, I hope the sun is shining wherever you are. As you can see, we're back on Call of Duty Vanguard. The Thunder picked up their third one in the row. That puts an end to my misery for the most part. Their duel between Josh Giddey and Shea looks weird as hell watching them play. I don't know how to describe it. Herky, like jerky type movement. It's like watching them random kids at the park. Outlandish stuff you see. They just do some of the most outlandish shit you see. They do some of the weirdest shit you'll see on the court. They'll thread the needle from one end of the court to the other. They'll shoot underhanded like Rick Barry. It just works for them. That shit is not pretty to see. But if you get it to work for you, by all means, homie, go ahead. Now, you ain't gonna catch me shooting underhanded or some shit like that. That just looks weird. The NBA is in a very weird state, honestly, right now. But hey, as long as the NBA is going on, I'm all for it. Oh, but sadly, for the Thunder, it looks like we're heading to the lottery again. There's some people at the top of this year's draft that are looking good, such as Chet or Paolo. Both are looking insane. Honestly, this NBA season is pretty surprising. You got some of the most like outlandish teams at the top of the conference. People like the Cavs doing amazing. The Hornets are doing amazing. The Grizzlies are going absolutely insane as well, which is great to see. I love my boy Josh. He's honestly one of my favorite players to watch in the NBA at the moment. I actually made him like one of my dark horse candidates for the MVP this year. This whole team is just stepping up. From Desmond Bane looking like the most improved player of the year, and to Jaren Jackson Jr., who's honestly doing pretty solid this year. I wish he took a bigger step. And it's just unusual to see all these teams doing so well. You got some of the teams that were supposed to be good that aren't doing great at all, like the Lakers. I don't know who could be going all the way. I really can't guess. We at least have like 5 to 6 teams that could actually compete for a championship. And even the Timberwolves are looking good. You know it's a good damn year when the Timberwolves are looking good. That team just plays with no motivation, but somehow they're still getting through it. If I was to cast my votes for each award this year, if I was to pick MVP, if his team was doing a little bit better, I would say Jokic. Sadly, they got plagued with injuries, which is honestly kind of trash to see. Michael Porter Jr. has been butt. Jamal Murray's out with the torn ACL. It's just not looking good for Nuggets right now. But my MVP favorite, I would have to go with Curry. Curry looks like the best player in the league. For D-play, I think I'm either have to go with Draymond Green or Matisse Thybulle. Coach of the year, shout out to my man Taylor Jenkins of the Memphis Grizzlies. Even without John Morant, they've been winning games, which is insane to see. Rookie of the year, it's either going to go Mobley or Cade. Mobley's been amazing on the defensive end of the floor. Cade has looked great these past few games. He's posting like 23 points per game, 5 assists and 6 rebounds, some shit like that. Which sure I was thinking he was a little overrated after his first few games. Made me swallow my fucking words. 6th man of the year, I'm easily giving that to Tyler Hero. I listened to JJ Redick's podcast and he was saying that it's Tyler Hero's award to lose. And he's for damn sure right. Of course, you have other people in contention for the award, such as Jordan Clarkson. They just got fucked up. I don't know, it's just a good year for the NBA in general. That's what I love about the NBA. Even if your favorite team's not doing good, you still find some enjoyment in watching the game. Whether it be the young players or the highlight plays, it's just amazing to see. I really hope to see a playoff series between the Suns and the Warriors. I feel like that would easily go 7. Warriors. They're looking unstoppable again. As much as I hate to say that as an OKC fan, before when KD was on the Warriors, it was just unstoppable. I feel like ever since the Warriors have won their 3 championships within that dynasty, 2 of them in the row, by the way, completely bending over LeBron, curb stomping LeBron, I feel like the NBA has just become a much better place. It's not something you wanted to see, but it was for the greater good of society. Because after the Warriors have won their 2 championships, you just have random stars teaming up in random places. Kyrie and KD in Brooklyn, Paul George and Kawhi, James Harden and Russell Westbrook. And even that season, we've seen some of the weirdest stuff because that's when the bubble happened. And people were just putting on performances that they could never do. I feel like not having the audience around sometimes gives some people a confidence boost at times, I guess you could say. Tyler Hero out here dropping 37 in a playoff game. And I stand with it. The Lakers would not have won the chip that year if it wasn't for the bubble. TJ Warren dropping 37 a game. That's some shit I never thought I would see. Jamal Murray and Donovan Mitchell going off for 57 and 60 respectively. Luka looking like an actual stud, but you know, Luka's Luka. He's just gonna do Luka shit. I'm not amazed by anything he does anymore. Don't even get me started on how the fans viewed the game. They had like a live audience over Zoom, and I just remember vividly watching one game. I can't remember what two teams it was, but out of the corner of my eye, I caught a nice glimpse of a big, hairy, bare ass in the background. Sports fans are crazy. But I'm actually glad to see the NBA back to normal. At least for the most part, nice parody and everything like that. Shout out Bulls fans, shout out Cavs fans, shout out Grizzlies fans. Hope your team's doing good again. It's been a long time since I've had that. And I'm just gonna let y'all bask in the glory for a little bit. Cause not before too long the Thunder will be back. I'm sure of it. Sam Presti and his 27 draft picks, right?